Fallon and Andy, who people will know from the painting streams, if you know, are one of the 3 people that watch us.
One of the 3.
One of the 3. Everyone is here for Andy, basically, when we do the painting streams.
Except I'm pretty sure I missed. Oh no, I didn't miss the last one.
No, you did miss. Yeah, it has been a while since we did one. We will organise one.
Still trying to find a good cardboard cut-up for you, just leave it in spirit.
Well, that's it. We can't have them without you, Andy, because we don't have the cardboard cutout yet. When we get the cardboard cutout, you can, you know. So today, the format for today is that we are basically going to look at some of the releases from the year that we not all liked, because I'm sure, you know, when we get around to Black Seas, Fallon will tune out and let me and Andy have a little little love-in. But there's been so much this year. I mean, Games Workshop have rattled off their releases at a ridiculous rate. So we are not going to cover everything, because we will be here, well, probably until New Year's Eve.
So I got time.
Right, starting with the first model of the year. So, if anyone wants to talk about anything particular from the year, I might be able to shove it in at the end, if we've missed anything that people really want to look at. So, first off, this is obviously my choice, was the Slaanesh release. So I've got a few little things to say on it, but what about you guys?
I've always really liked Slaanesh, but the models did look really old. So when they re-released, like, well, not re-released, but when they did all the new stuff, I felt like it all fit in with what they were trying to go for. Because I think they don't want it to look too sexy anymore. But it still had that creepy, sexy look about it, which I thought was really good. And that big model is just amazing. It just looks hideous, but strangely nice at the same time. It's quite good.
So, big thing for me, for like the general release. I mean, obviously we got the Fiends at the end of last year because of the Wrath from Rapture box set. So we were talking about Skulltaker earlier.
Yeah.
Now, for me, I was really glad that they didn't do a complete redo, because I thought the Demonettes were fine. They didn't need redoing. And I'm glad that they didn't, but obviously the Keeper of Secrets needed redoing. But then, on top of that, they gave us the, you know, I said earlier, they gave us the better Fiends, and they gave us all of these extra fantastic characters, like the Contorted Epitome, which has one of my favourite little... It's the... Out of the 2 heralds on the Contorted Epitome, you've got one that looks like he's wearing these goggles and has a really crazed look on his face, or her face, or... So, how about...
I would just say that the models are really nice, but there's a distinct lack of nickel. Wearing a little bit of clothing now, or they sort of almost sort of made the male model a bit more masculine. I think they were a little bit more sort of gender fluid.
I think that's what they were trying to move more towards, though, weren't they? Because I think that when you looked at everything else in that sort of Warhammer universe, and then you did see Slaanesh, it was a bit like, whoa, okay. We're not going to tasteful nip slip at that point. But I think...
what I think they've done it in a way that balance it out. So the beasts, the Fiends of Slaanesh still have a rack of titties. You know, they've still got them. Are we going to get a cackle later?
No.
But the you know, the Demonettes, the Keepers of Secrets, they've all sort of been done in this sort of hermaphroditic split, but it's like a yin and yang split right down the middle.
Because it might be a bit controversial, but I really like that Mel model, actually. I think it looks well cool.
Is that the Demon Prince?
No, the guy that's just holding, I don't know if it's like a staff or...
Yeah.
I don't know what model it is.
Oh, have you're not the mask?
No. Picture 3, the guy that's holding like the staff with the woman on behind him doing acrobatics. And
Oh, yeah. Sorry, that is the Demon Prince. That is the unpronounceable one. No.
Yeah. Oh yeah, it's actually Demon Prince and Herald.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's interesting.
Selesky.
Does it cost you the points of both the Herald and the Demon Prince? That's my question.
I think it does. I mean, this is something I've got little notes next to me to remind me that we should talk about. You know how nice they. You know, it wasn't just a nice army release, but it was. You know, they actually play quite nicely. I think he sits at about 200 points. So.
I mean, we don't have the latest handbook, so we can't actually double check it.
Yeah, so but at 200 points, I mean that is somewhere between. You think it's a Demon Prince without wings. Not that it matters because it is stupidly fast. And it's real. It does. It puts out a ridiculous number of attacks.
Which is a big 8-inch move and goes through a running charge.
Yeah. Well, welcome to Slanesh. But yeah, I'm really happy. I've shifted across to the Keeper of Secrets picture now because it is just
I think like I said before, it's like looking at it, there's something strangely attractive about it, and I don't know what it is, but like it's just really creepy because it's got a really pretty face.
The only game I've managed to have with my Slanesh with AOS so far, I was using the Realm of Sigmar terrain with all the temple, and I actually had my Keeper of Secrets striding through across all the bridges on the temple, and I just kept looking at it. I mean, even in that case where it was unpainted, I was just wow, you know, that pose was so threatening. Yeah.
It's a beautiful model.
Was it so threatening that it got shot off the board by Stormcast?
No, it wasn't a versus Stormcast. It was against oh god, Tree Elves, not Ents. Sylvaneth, yes, and yeah, the Sylvaneth munched it. The Hunters got it, as per normal.
Yeah, that'll do it.
It's not.
Okay, so one last Slanesh picture, just because I'm absolutely in love with this army. Do you guys have anything else you want to say about the Slanesh release? I mean, other than, oh my god, they lived up to the hype.
No, they did live up to the hype. I'll give you that.
Not enough tentacles.
Not enough tentacles.
Could do some more nips here and there, but...
It's okay. I'll make sure that whenever I run them with something like, 18 Demon Spawn or something like that. That will... So, we'll move on to something that's more to your taste, Fallon.
Glorious.
So, Blades of Khorne got a little bit of an update.
They did, and it was a bit of a bittersweet update. Some stuff got horrifically nerfed, other stuff got stronger, but the spells, I love the spells aren't spells, prayers. They just look very Khorne, and I think it's perfect.
Yeah, that you've pretty much covered like what I wanted to say was that the prayers. So because they couldn't have the endless spells, they had to have
No.
these prayers, and they are. I mean, skulls, crying blood.
That just sums up Cord, really, doesn't it?
So you pick these up?
Yeah, I've got these.
Yeah. Have you had a chance to try them out yet?
No, because no one wants to really use endless spells or prayers that aren't spells. So we've not really had a chance to test them out.
Well, I definitely don't mind playing against them. I mean, every time I faced your Khorne, it has hurt horrendously. Mind you, some of those nerfs might help me out.
Well, maybe. I think the problem is they nerfed. Well, I say nerf Scarbrand. He's still pretty effective, so you're still going to be struggling against if you go 1-on-1. And the Wrathmongers took a pretty hard hit. But apart from that, the Blood Secretor can now move without having to plant the banner, which was...
Yes, yeah, I remember that sort of being a bit of a lynch. It was the linchpin of the army, but it literally was the pin. It was holding you in place.
Yeah, and you would... The thing is, you would take the Gore Pilgrims with the 3 Slaughter Priests just sitting at the back of the board and go, well, this is where I'm sitting now. See you later, guys. And obviously in the Codex as well, they had, other banner buffs, but you would never bother to use them because he was too far back to even benefit the armies. So, but yeah, they buffed him, I would say.
So I've also put up on the screen your other suggestion.
Ah, the altar. So good. The only thing I'll say is that picture doesn't do it like the Slaughter Priest, when you're trying to fit him in there, he doesn't fit properly. I don't know.
Are you telling me that Warhammer Community had Photoshop this?
Maybe. Either that or they've got a really short but I mean, I love the scenery piece, and I think it looks great when you bring out the old Hell Fort because it just fits in so well with that as well.
Yes. Yeah.
Whether he was photoshopped, I do wonder if, looking at his base placement, he looks like he's quite far up against the edge closest to us. And what clearly isn't underneath it. But perspective and everything, it's a bit of a Peter Jackson.
Get that Lord of the Rings in early, are you?
Have you spotted the other model in the background of that picture? Well, there are 2 other models in the background of that picture, but I'm thinking of the other one.
Skulltake with Majestic Cloak.
That's right. Skulltaker managed to make it into it, even though he's from 2018.
Yeah. I was so shocked. I was like, oh, here's my favourite model. Black Cloak.
Right. What are we on to next? Oh, yeah. Here we go. Here's the. Should we can just glaze past this next one, can't we? I mean, it's not like anyone in this chat is waiting for us to mention them.
We meant to segue into this with the Peter Jackson.
Well, we could have. I mean, that was well timed, but I'd forgotten that they were next.
But the time of the man is over. Is it not?
It's his eyes and I don't know. Something about his eyebrow and his forehead just very shallow. It's really remembered.
Yeah. Always. I mean, I always try to avoid being too picky, but yeah. I mean, the paint jobs on these ones are not as good as they have been. But I think the models themselves do actually stand up to. Yeah, I mean.
Pretty standard across a lot of the new livery stuff, especially the forward stuff. The paint jobs have been a little bit questionable. I'm not saying I can, but
yeah, I mean.
I feel like the picking when it did his eyes were.
They got trashed for that one. Yeah.
At least this can be straight.
For anyone who missed the painting stream where Warcast Bear was painting Gimli, I am waiting for the comment.
You missed the rest of the people on there.
Yeah, it does. It is a nice model to be fair.
So, Oh, I've
That's when it's going to be found. I thought it was missing. We went digging in a tunnel.
Oh, Benji's language.
Right. I had to respond to a comment on YouTube quickly.
Oh,
Yes.
I'm responding to YouTube.
Yeah, I know. I got a comment saying toys are for children. However, I know who said that. So I said you must be a child, sir. As my friend Mike. Oh dear, yeah. Warcast Bear there couldn't be with us today because he's having some time away. But yeah, he's
really discovering himself.
Yeah, he is. Well, I hope he's not discovering too much right now while he's watching this. I mean, I know he's getting kicked out for foul language. Let's hope no foul behaviour.
Decent behaviour. It's okay.
Now, this is always an interesting one, being from the UK. Ben has said he's up north. Now, I don't know actually where he has gone, but yeah. I mean, this to me, I mean, Ashford is the border for me. I mean, anything further north than Ashford is the north.
If you've hit the wall, you've gone too far.
That's it. To be fair, I do need a passport to get off the marsh, so you know.
Yeah, I wouldn't describe Kingston as north. Because you're not living by local Where's the Midlands?
You actually Google in the Midlands.
Okay, while Andy does that,
we'll let Andy Google the Midlands.
Yeah.
We'll investigate this further.
We shall quickly have a look at the Chaos Space Marine update that we got earlier this year. So I have put a couple of my new models next to some of the old Chaos Space Marines and been surprised at actually how short some of the old Chaos Space Marines were.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yeah. But then I suppose when you look at, like, what they call berserkers, born berserkers, there's a really squat. Just...
It's very
Why? Don't get me wrong, those new Chaos Space Marine models are beautiful, but they just need to do that, like, but paint it red and add more sabbiness to it. And I've got to give it some berserkers.
Yeah, I'm a big fan. Dude, we were talking about you. There must be a tiny bit of stream lag. But yeah. Yeah, so I really like the new Chaos Space Marines. The kit's really nice. There's loads of choice in there.
Yeah, there's but one option.
And yeah, and the Havocs as well. But yeah, if we're talking about how to play them, yeah, Slanesh and the endless cacophony stratagem, it's horrible. I would say I feel guilt, but I don't know what that word is.
I don't feel anything anymore.
This happens box in that they give you one of each heavy weapon in the box.
The kit's quite good. I think it's 2 of each heavy weapon, apart from the Reaper autocannon, which Reaper autocannon? Yeah, it is the Reaper autocannon, isn't it? The Brap gun.
It's just that I swear in the old Warlord Games you used to get one of each if you wanted a whole squad of
If you want a full set of the Reaper autocannons, you need 4 boxes. But the rest, I think 2 boxes would do you a full las cannon squad. I mean, you think it's no longer 7th edition where it made sense to have a full squad of the same weapons. Yeah.
The nice organised part that goes, oh, you can have all your las cannons here, all of that there. So then I suppose it doesn't make sense because someone's just going to go, oh look, this water cannon, I'm going to shoot off the board.
How about you shut your whole mouth, Stephen?
Well, it's okay. He's gonna get his happy time very shortly.
No, we'll just gloss over that one.
Shall we? Okay. I mean, to be fair, this is the bit that I will need to like try and keep some control of the chat because otherwise we will go off on a tangent.
Have you just like put a picture of Papa Smurf in at some point?
No, I've been good. What I will say, like, I love the Chaos release. I love the models. The rules were nice, but then Space Marines happened.
Yeah. Yeah.
And can I just ask? 6 inches tall. So you change that to smell.
Oh yeah, I know. Yeah. You guys do me a favour and talk about the lovely execution. Not execute. Eliminators. Thank you, Andy. Because they are very pretty.
I like their action poses. They've got quite like dynamic poses for Space Marines.
Sexy, but I can't pay a camera pack on the lot, so my page would be sexy.
Yeah.
To get painted to get a nice camera. Not that I play Space Marines.
But then, to be fair, they've been painted in the wrong colours and the wrong symbols and wrong everything. So that paint either.
Just critique.
But no, they do look like the poses on them are really nice because usually, well, I say usually, when you see those sorts of poses or models, it doesn't look good in the past. But these ones, they definitely.
I like the one on the right, which crouches down a little bit. Go to the one at the back. What is that?
Yeah, I mean, I like the fact he's standing on something. But yeah, I don't know what that random block is in front and what its purpose is.
Right, I'm just gonna give a quick update of the stream file, just to make sure we get the correct image. Don't want to have any errors coming up. Okay, so yeah, so I agree. I like the eliminators. Oh God, sorry, I went past the Lotta picture again, and Ben broke. Right. So yeah, Chaos Space Marines. It was a lovely time, and then not only did Codex Space Marine drop, which was strong, then there were all of these extra rules that came in with the supplements.
Yeah. Yeah, rules upon rules. Just add more rules.
Other flavors is good.
Yes, yeah. I mean, let's face it. I mean, we can leave the salamanders alone. They took away the mortal wounding, or the mass mortal wounding flamethrowers. Imperial Fists, they are pretty strong, but they're pretty strong because the Iron Hands meta, so they have a bonus to vehicles. Iron Hands bring all the vehicles.
I mean, that model, there's some words for it. I'm struggling to find them without swearing a lot, but
well,
the box cut bill is not doing it for me, and the pose is just very. I don't know.
It's angry Jay Leno.
Yes.
He's stolen a little droid from Jedi Fallen Order.
A what?
Yeah, that's basically what it is. holding on to like a modification, fortified.
Hmm.
Silvery.
I do quite like the knuckle dusters, but he just looks very bulky. Like he just put armor upon armor.
Yeah, but it's the Gravis armor captains all look like they're quite silly, like really silly bulky. The only Gravis armor one that I don't think looks silly is the Forge Father from the Iron Hats. I mean, there we go. There he is. But yeah, we'll see him again in a second because I've got a picture of him on here.
That's sweet.
But yeah, I mean, the thing for me though, rules aside for the Imperial Fists, the dude has a shoulder-mounted grav gun. I can't get over that. I'm completely in love with that. I mean, the fist is silly, but the grav gun is awesome.
Is that truly shoulder mounted? It's actually shoulder.
I think you're being picky.
Asking the important question.
That's strange.
Now on to a man that looks like he doesn't jump when he goes to shows.
Why is he getting more fortification than...
Do you know what? This guy got a hard time, but I quite like the model. I think he's different, and it's not standard issue buzz cut hairstyle, which is quite interesting. So he gets thumbs up from me.
The problem I find is, oh, sorry, Andy. Yeah, I mean, for me, it's the Green Day issue. The guy is ancient, but he's trying to look a lot younger than he is.
Martin dressed as lamb.
Obviously, first is. I love it because I've got a ton of Tech Marines already, so having a I find it very hard to describe why I think this is awesome, because every time I try to think of why I think this is awesome, I just go back to the fact that one of the claws looks like it's going to pick someone up by the head, and the other one's going to inspect. Just.
But it's like he's got one of those, you know, like he's gonna insert like a pound into him.
Everything is what he's like. He's not going to pick up anything.
Might pick up the cheeriness.
Yeah.
Pouch also looks a bit like
Does have a skull on his base as well, so you know he's got that going. Which is not.
Yeah.
Not from his kid. I know. But I'm holding on hope because I really don't like that model.
And then we're back to Tiggy, who, along with the
Yes. That's why we love Ben.
Yeah, so the Ultramarines have got some nice rules at the moment.
Still not going to want to play them for fear of to be a mockery, but they've got some nice rules.
Yeah, I mean they're probably the most flexible out of the entire. I mean, as they should be out of the entire Space Marine. Oh, I can't. I'm just going to have to skip the picture, otherwise. I mean, I want Steve to respond before I skip, but.
Just trying to bait him
in. No, he's gone quiet. We'll
What
do you do? Try heresy in there. Have a small detachment of heretic Ultramarines.
Yeah, but the problem is heresy Ultramarines are actually the only cool ones. So you wouldn't want to be traitors. You'd actually want to be loyalists.
No, you don't trade. You play Steve all the time. However, I do you actually removed Chagger's picture?
Yeah, I've removed it. I didn't want to duplicate.
I think that's my favourite.
He's missing his bike though. That's the.
Yeah, but I suppose they would do on their bike. Yeah. If they did, I'm sure he would do one of them.
Yeah, I mean the classic enemy for White Scars in recent years has been Tau. So maybe when they finally bring in a Tau White Scars conflict, that might be the moment that they release the bikes. But anyway,
50 Shades of Battlesuit.
We have given Marines far more time than they deserve. Yes, they've had an awesome year, but it hasn't been. They've had a couple of models, but nothing has been like really.
The problem with Marines is they just, without sounding harsh, they do all look the same. I mean, don't get me wrong, this guy looks cool with his snazzy skulls. That looks really good, but a lot of the time it's just the same pose, different coloured armour, slightly more, slightly less scenery on the base. They're just difficult to make unique, I think, for a lot of them at the moment.
Yes, yeah. I mean, occasionally I found that they brought out new models which I would really like to talk about. So, like when they brought out Centurions, they were a real sort of controversial model. You know, you've got the Storm Raven, the class, like the flying brick issue. Forge World continuously bringing out awesome models for them. But yeah, the general Marines are all pretty much the same guy.
Yeah, which I think is just the problem, because when you look at things like AOS, there's a lot of those things that they're trying to do, but I mean, with the 40k US, there's not that diversity as much. I don't know if it's because a lot of the stuff is Marine based, because obviously they are the biggest, most played faction, but it just doesn't seem to be very diversified amongst the factions. It's just a case of here's one Marine and you can just paint whatever colour you want.
I mean,
this is one diversity. AOS most still colours. You do change a different colour. They don't have lights.
There was an era where Marines had enough flavour between them. Now it's only the rules, so yeah. Anyway, we've had enough Marine stuff. Let's talk about Gloom's Point Gits, because wow.
I think the best re-release is
I think they gave it a lot of personality when they brought it back. Or he did it.
Yeah. I mean,
I love it so much. I know.
I mean, I think they are too. They might be. I'm not sure.
Options within
I mean, for me, like, I have such I have such problems, like control issues when it comes to buying stuff. You all know this already, and now I'm sitting on my 5th/6th AOS army. I don't need a destruction army, but I really want these guys. The Warcast Bear putting not pulling any punches there. Yeah, I know I have a problem. I have a problem. Leave me alone.
But to be honest, if I was going to start another faction, they are just. I just love them so much. The squigs and the poses. They really went all out with them.
just going back to it, the squig on the right with the little like helmet bit on.
Yeah.
Three guys on. That is the loon boss.
That is the Loon Boss one. I'll jump back to that quickly. So. Okay. Yes. Yeah, because he's got the little hand side thing, isn't he?
Yeah, and you can't see clearly on that hand, but there's the little wobbling chunk around right and stop.
Mm.
And you've got another one for the champion.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I can just see the one who's sort of jumping off is unfortunately he's got like the right angle. But yeah, I mean they're really. I mean we knew it was going to be good because they released the. I've got him down here. 1 sec. Ah. This one, the. Was it the fungoid cave shaman, Snavelgar stink mite. Well, looks like we've been joined by Bobby now.
What's up?
I did like how they did with the video trailer because like it's and
Well, it's definitely something that we need to say. Like, I haven't been able to show it on here because I haven't figured out how to put the videos up yet. But well done, Games Workshop. You have actually been on point for your video creation and even the memes. Although the Christmas one with oh god, I've forgotten the name of the character they used for it. But it was meant to be like the Matt Berry voice.
Yeah.
Honestly, I don't know why you didn't approach Matt Berry, because you probably would have been able to get him.
Matt Berry is the best. But these models, though, like just the individual. But my favourite is the guy that's running on the pink, holding a mushroom with the flying mushroom and his little staff.
I like the little grumpy sort of witch gobbo in the.
With his little cauldron.
Yeah.
like two little dudes. The one's like hiding behind his stuff, and the other one's just like mouth open like he was doing.
Yeah.
But yeah, definitely.
The gobber thing.
Oh dear. Yeah, I agree with Ben on he's saying that he doesn't like the way they do smoke.
I think it looks quite cartoonish, but I think with these it kind of fits.
Yeah, but it was the third Malignant Playcaster smoke that I sort of sat there.
Yeah.
Going back to the top left.
Oh, sorry. Yep.
We just appreciate the little rock thing snatching and she has a little face up into it.
Oh my god, it actually does. I've never realised that.
Oh dear, there's so much detail on these.
They are getting really good with their detail.
Yeah.
Really
Oh, we better discuss this quickly because Bobby's obviously got it on his mind. Have I got my Scorpius yet?
No, it's with me.
No, Bobby, I haven't met them yet. I haven't picked it up yet. But thank you for your concern. I will make sure I get it. I'm guessing that's if I'm actually allowed to pick up a Scorpius that will inevitably be Iron Hands.
yes. We'll live stream it us like setting it on fire.
No, you can't live stream setting on fire. Hello, Liam. My friend Liam has joined us in chat. Liam.
Donate to the Kindle.
Yeah. Liam, you should have been with us last chat because your other friend Liam was actually on stream with us. And you could have had a Liam Lovin again.
Liam Lovin.
Yeah. Because it was with Gail. Alright. So, yeah.
Go on. They go back to the top right. It's basically like reminds me of Rat Bag from Shadow.
Oh god, he is Rat Bag.
Goblin running stuff.
Yeah. Yeah, again, I think they did really well with this release. Everything about it. The only thing that I can imagine would probably be a nightmare would be if you had to rebase all your combos.
Yeah.
Rebase, go back in, base that slow bases.
So,
Which you can do, you set your army on fire.
so, Fallon, do you want to find something else to do for a second?
I can find something.
Because, you know, best release of the entire year is going to be discussed now.
Oh, he didn't put his own hat on.
I'm just waiting.
I've got the rock up shot up stuff on the GW page, and I've just noticed, I don't think you can see the picture, the one holding the big rock up tent, and there's a nest on the tent, like a little, apparently a worm is not the rock.
I think I need to set up a poll in the chat about the hat.
I agree, a bigger hat is needed.
Yes, yeah. Can I get like a really big one with a feather?
I was going to say, you need some majestic plumage, that's what you need.
You can't science just like an old female where the leaders were sticky out plumes.
Oh, Stephen's back after Smurfgate.
Yeah, Steve, you missed Smurfgate.
Oh no, I think he was there.
He's been crying ever since. Alright. Right. As we've been on for about 40 minutes now, we've still got a reasonable amount to go. I'm going to be nice to everyone and go through the Black Sea stuff very quickly. So Andy, what do you think of Black Seas?
It's good.
Thin.
Do you think that do you think the models look nice?
Yes. I think there's a few issues that are well known when it comes to building some of them, especially Metal Mask Gate.
Yes, yeah, Metal Mask Gate.
I've still built my first rate, so
We will have to have a game soon, Andy, because I think our last game got cut short a little bit before you could get involved in the fight. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. But then again, you've got victory in the style too. That we need to reenact, and you completely didn't when you shipped from
You just want my Orient to explode, that's all.
I just think it would be quite funny.
It is true, having the special rule for it.
Especially in the middle, you did like food like ship.
Rigging though, am I right?
Yes, yeah. I've got used to it.
Do you know what though? When you see a boat that's been built, it's been painted, it's been rigged, like your boat that you bring that's all rigged and the sails are all on, and it just looks really adorable. I love it. And when you think you could have loads of them, it would just look awesome. I think.
Okay, I must have clicked the wrong button because the Twitch chat went off. I hadn't noticed.
You didn't see the Twitch chat.
Yeah, I've clicked it again. Ben's just saying goodbye.
Adios.
See you.
No, Liam, the boats do not float. I wish they floated. That would make the game even better.
No, like carriage on boats.
Does the carriage on boats actually float?
They actually float, yeah.
That is
It was
awesome.
tested.
To be fair,
So, the most anticipated release of the year
the Games Workshop did not have prepared for.
True. Very, very true.
Yeah. But
From the company that thought they had enough to last in spring.
they now bring you.
Well, the thing is, like they said, it shouldn't be long now before we actually start seeing the individual kits.
Mm.
January, probably a week or so. Maybe this Saturday we'll get these.
Maybe this Saturday. I take it. I mean, you've seen. We'll get to it in a minute, but I take it you've seen what's coming out next Saturday already.
No, I haven't actually.
Okay. All right. You might like this. We'll get to that eventually. I think we've got. Yeah. I mean, we've got a few more things. So right, we talked about the sisters quite a lot. I think they look fantastic. I think there's a lot of room to expand. They've already shown us where they're going with them.
I don't think you can even debate it. They're just better than the old ones. Just
yeah, I think I know people who still prefer metal models over plastic, which I kind of get. But at the same time, with the number of times that I've had even really well pinned things like old metal Carnifexes fall apart, my plastic Carnifexes only fall apart when I actually actively pull the arms off.
yeah.
So what the thing is, no matter how you pick it, it's still a heavy model. You've got a bit of a limb, like an upper angle, whatever it is. Sure, it's hard, but the bones will weaken, it's going to go. Come here.
So yeah, I mean, you guys are the ones who've got some Sisters Battle. Have you got any bits that you want to talk about?
Well, the bit I really want to talk about is the bit I don't actually have. That's the Talia. I think that's how you pronounce it. I mean, that's my favourite. Yeah, that's the one. That model is the fact that she's standing. Well, it's just a sister on the base.
Yeah.
But it's got like wounds on it as well, and it's just she's got bullet holes in her. It's just an amazing model.
And it really has taken like the nun thing to another level.
Yeah.
Because they actually are wearing, some of them are wearing robes that sort of are coming down from the head.
You've got like new cannons, like the head options, cannons and actually going over.
Yeah, I'm definitely looking forward to seeing some of these on the table. Until all of those conflated faith dice rules start coming in and causing me some massive headache. That is true, yeah.
There was some sweet invulns.
And let's face it, invulns are what you want with the current meta, so it does balance out. And I'm waiting for Bobby to pipe up now.
Just need 3x. 3x is going to be the core of any systems.
You think so? Are they still as good as good old playburst callers?
Yes.
The people that you're between the people that you're talking to, Fallon, there are 6 playburst callers.
So you have no friends.
Price 2.
So, the new Chaos Warriors. So we had Chaos Space Marines earlier, now we have new Chaos Warriors as well for AOS.
Oh, I know. I never looked forward to a release much as those Chaos Warriors. I don't even, but I want them in my life.
So the thing is, I mean,
in my life so much.
it benefits all 3 of us because we can take them in our AOS armies, or we can just have them as a standalone army. And you guys have got some of the Warcry stuff, which can be part of this army.
Yep.
I'm interested to see the state stuff, but the walls. I can't really see myself buying it. Especially have a look inside to see what there is, how the keywords work. Where you give my mark an herbal and make it an army.
Yeah.
And still get that word sort of trade nobles on test nobles.
Yeah. Well, obviously, I'd have to go for a full Slaves of Darkness army. I think. Yeah, because I mean, otherwise I'm just going to be throwing Chaos Warriors into my list. I don't know. I don't know if I would take any of the other normal bits in a normal list.
It's just one of those things where, like, I mean, at least they have benefit you being in your army. But so if you give something the corn keyword, then you can immediately buff it with a blood secretor. But is it worth it? I don't know.
I have a feeling one of them might try and make it so that although the books is already out, isn't it? But, I have a feeling they might make it so that if you have a corn army, you can't take the Slaves of Darkness rules to put them into your corn army. It's a separate Slaves of Darkness army. Because otherwise, this will lose individuality in Slaves of Darkness faction.
But it's a bit of a weird one because Slaves of Darkness is not necessarily there as an individual faction. It is, but then the whole point of them was like they could dedicate themselves to a Chaos God. They'd be losing their individuality anyway. It's a bit of a weird one, but
what is this talk of individuality? You know?
Yeah.
I think if I was going to do like a Slaves of Darkness, like pure Slaves of Darkness, I would want to buy Archaon and aim as the leader. Considering he's like 900 points in match play, he doesn't leave much room for his doubts.
No.
But
he could potentially be interesting, especially from sort of a club perspective, if people were up for doing, say, a new AOS army. Bear in mind that some people, like Rob, when he was just starting to get into AOS, he could be interested in people willing to do some sort of small build your point up, like 500 points and work out from there. In which case, that's not collecting points. You're lining up to start, especially for you're going to have 3 people, the same box, playing different factions with different roles.
It's nice as well for them because for the longest in that place of dark, you have the warriors and that, but it was basically just Archaon and his ever chosen. So now they actually have a lot more diversity on the model. Really good.
yeah, because your Khorne faction, the Blades of Khorne, were basically taking away the normal like shit human swarm element, weren't they? Because you got the Blood Reavers basically acting as.
Why would you take Marauders when they look well? If you're going for Marmy looking nice, because those Marauder models aren't. But yeah, why would you take those when you've got Blood Reavers?
Yeah.
You just wouldn't. But they have to say the Chaos Warrior rules are quite good. Like they are better than. Well, I certainly gave them credit for when I was facing them not too long ago.
Well, I do tend to run them. Although I tend to run them as a sort of like 5-man unit just to fit a one extra battle line in. Unless it's Slanesh, at which point I will run a full-sized unit because they get all the extra attacks and it's funny. But yeah, so just before we move on from Slaves to Darkness, I just a little bit of love for the Chaos Lord because I need that model in my life.
I just love the mount. Like, where did that mount come Yeah, like
Oh.
obviously with Stormcast, they've got like 50 shades of mounts, haven't they?
Yeah.
And yet, Chaos, it's Khorne specifically has always been juggernauts and this meshes within your little whatever those things are called, with their like tongue and limbs.
Fiends.
Then suddenly this guy just comes out of nowhere on his freaking Harkadras, just like, hi. Oh, hello.
Also, I've just looked up the end of the process, and they're like 50 shape of spike and fire.
Yeah, they are.
Yeah, those are really, really, really nice. Actually, that's another set of things that I might need in my collection at some point soon.
The endless spells they do really think about for each faction. I have to say, like every faction's endless. You can go, yeah, that's a cool grey, or that's Slaves of Darkness. It's really good.
So, quick last lot of thing. What did you guys think of the Rohan buildings and walls and palisades and towers?
Oh, I love them. I really love scenery and just with scenery on it. It's going to be quite a few years down the line because we're terrible at building and painting scenery. But if I did have a board, I would want that on it because I love like the thatched roofs and also just the way it's painted and just the wooden look of the thatched roofs. It's just gorgeous. Little towers on top of that.
I mean, obviously, I mean, he's gone now, but obviously Ben has gone like full in on this.
Yeah, he's very invested.
And I don't blame him.
Invested.
Don't blame him at all because they're lovely.
They are lovely.
And I was genuinely surprised. It is like it's one sprue.
Is it?
Yeah, that's like that. All of that is just from one sprue.
Wow, because you can build obviously like multiple little, which is probably what more I would go to. But you can also obviously build the one big building, can't you, with it as well? Which means what Ben's comfortable.
Yeah, so one small house I think is 2 sprues. Maybe 4 sprues. I'm not I can't remember exactly, but the actual it's just the same details replicated.
Yeah.
Those are really quite good. Anything to add, Andy, before I move on from this? Because I've got one last thing.
I think it's all really. They're lovely buildings. They're just like nice to see a proper address type all done with the all buildings and the main sort of
I was Ben was trying to convince me to pick up a load of orcs though. Of orcs, loads and loads of Urukai. Yeah. I told him no. I'll just attack with my Eastlings. I mean.
Order and a chaos life group. Good and evil.
Yeah. Just saying orcs is Spike Liam's interest.
Don't you have orcs, Andy? I mean, you have one, right?
Yeah.
I know someone's got some orcs.
It's fine. We'll use all your war machines to bring it down. Yeah. So yeah, I'm really excited to see how Ben finishes all of this stuff up because I think we're going to get some really, really nice Lord of the Rings games in on it, and hopefully not just Lord of the Rings because it's fantastic for Age of Sigmar. Use it as a night world.
Anything fantasy related, do you alright?
So, the final large release of the year.
Definitely not Tomb Kings.
Definitely not Tomb Kings.
The problem is, though, Cetra doesn't serve.
You break it.
I think with this, though, like they just went all out. Like, there's not one model that I look at with those Bone Reapers and go, eh. Like the shields on their base troops, same. You got like the catapult that just is majestic as hell. It's got like a guy rolling around in the wheel.
That is my favourite bit of that, is the little guy in the wheel.
It's like a little hamster.
Yeah, I mean.
And they were obviously like the beginnings of the whole models where you've got multiple models on the base, weren't they? Like they were the first to do that.
Yes, yeah, well that.
Yeah, like their leader guy, him. That's the one.
I hope that they continue doing this, especially like you can imagine if they bring Imperial Guard back to having this, so that they could just call the normal model like a normal officer, and they could go back to having like the proper commanders, but with their full team of people around them.
That just makes it
Yeah.
But the cat saves could be back.
But yeah, I think we talked to me and Ben talked about these guys quite heavily as they were coming up to release because they're awesome, and you know obviously Rob at the club is picking up some.
Yeah.
Like they could have just brought back Tomb Kings and given them a slightly OS flavour, which frankly they've done with a lot of armies, but they didn't. They went one step further, and I think it's worth it. Okay, I don't have a million Tomb Kings to get rid of now, but
Set fire too.
yeah, I'm sure there are some Tomb King players out there who don't like the new models, but
I think perhaps the handling of the Tomb Kings could have been better, which has led to this whole issue. But I think, obviously, when they released pictures of these guys, I think people then got their hopes again because it's a bit very Tomb King. And then.
You know, like this reminds me of the Orc players thinking that they were going to get a new model for Ghazghkull Thrucker because the one of the battle reports had someone's kit bashed army.
Oh yeah.
So the pictures from the White Dwarf leaked, and everyone was going, "Yeah, finally we're getting a new Ghazghkull Thrucker who's actually really awesome and the right size." And then nothing.
Yeah. They need to learn to maybe manage expectations a little bit. But I mean, I love the Bone Reapers. I think they're great.
Yeah.
I think they're really nice. And to be honest, having played Rob's army, obviously he has just started, so he's not got the snazzy bits and intricate rules all working together yet. But it's decent enough army. Like, you could take a beating.
Did you had a chance to have a game against him then? Because
yeah.
I'm glad he's.
I'd say it wasn't a massive game, but he, like, getting a flavour for what they're about,
yeah.
You can see that they will be really strong to get the right combinations.
I really like the look of, I can't remember what it's called, but it's the monster in the army, which basically charges in, mashes loads of stuff up, but as it's killing stuff, it's healing other units around it.
Yes, yeah. They've got a lot of rules like that. They stuff back, which I'm glad I didn't face that, because when Rob was telling me some combinations you can do, they do seem that quickly. There could be worse Necrons, basically.
Yeah. Well, no, I haven't actually. Well, probably later now that I've talked about it, I'll probably look on the app and just have a look at some of the combos. Because I hadn't looked at the points, so I was sort of going, these rules look nice, but I don't know how much the actual models are going to cost. But now it's actually on the app, I can give it a look.
I think one of the tactics was to you have like two of the buffers are half guys, because they can bring models back, and then Gash can bring models back, and then like you have like a 40-man Warlord take on, and a 30-man, like many more than you squeeze into points. You play them as the Victoria back to when they die in hell, you roll a dice chance to do what's called like flow.
So you're constantly just bringing stuff back and blowing it up. Okay.
Yeah, two big blobs into the enemy. Fight. Don't really care. Roll every single one that dies if it blows up. Essentially, you're going to walk with the top of the damage you start. And when it's your go, you resurrect them all. And go again. And it's just like non-stop.
So Bone Reapers, everybody.
Yeah, it's gonna be interesting.
A bit of a bland option. You have two hosters, the gash, and some more tech guard. That's makes it simple, but it's not massively adventurous.
No.
Well, I would say we've gone. So we've done the year in review, except there have been some announcements today.
Yeah. What are these announcements?
So pre-orders for next week.
Oh, is it? I'll say here. I think
Yeah.
Z-Chart box looks amazing.
Yes.
The new garden is, and then what's that? Two boxes of enlightened.
Yeah. And 3 screamers.
And
You're giving you 2 screamers.
yes, I think Z-Chart is very good. Probably very worth money. On the other hand, the other side, yes, you get the nice new floaty name entry go. It's going to be quite cool. And you get 2 boxes of English slash English version of the school. Gunboat's crap. Gunboat's terrible. And that's actually a bit sad.
But are they getting a rules update though?
Yes.
Because a lot of the problem with Sky Dwarfs is what they're built around is their boats, and yet their boats are, for all intents and purposes, wank. I think if they can improve the boats, it might not be as sad.
Yeah.
The frigate and like ironclad are decent, but even the ironclad, I think, is only 3 or 4 upset. They drop very quickly. So they look nice. They can a lot of shooting, but they drop very, very quickly when focused. I think that's a bit sad.
They're one of those armies that when they release in to be allied units, even though allied units weren't around then, but because they never really did anything else with them, but are too expensive to be allied units. It's a bit of an odd place for them to be. So I'm hoping the book will solve.
Where's the ironclad? It's so many quid on that. That's a lot of money.
Yeah, and most of the lists I've seen for them were sort of 3 ironclads. Is that right? Sounds about right in my head.
I think they're up 500-600 points a piece, so you probably could get 3.
Yeah.
You probably run it minimum that long. Because they look like the one outline site. You have to have them. That's it. I do still love that box. And actually, a lot of them direct to order.
Well, they are beautiful models, and I do like the look of them, but it's just they're tough to make work. I mean, they suffer a lot from what the Fire Slayers suffer from, in that there's not enough diversity to make it work as an army. Because I think...
I was lucky enough to get one of the old boxes. The old box.
Oh, I know the one. Yeah, that was quite good. The Battle Force.
Yes, frigate, gun, engine rifles, skywalkers, admiral, and some armor. And I thought, 1 or 2 NPSs on that. As well. I think I was looking at my list. I thought, well, I need two boxes of armor. When you look to actually get a box of armor, 30 quid's a lot of money to me.
Yeah.
I need 2 more boxes just out of that one course. Okay.
Yeah.
I think I've worked out already on 3 again, 50 quid. There's quite a bit of money. And I think it's in a region, and I was looking to try and get some hundreds of just something they call specialized weapon. But it's not a lot of money to just make this force payable do that.
And to know that you've got the same models as well, you're just buying repeat your unit. Yeah.
It's not collecting boxes, terrible. My first number is Admiral 3 Warlord Games. You can't even play a match-play game with that because none of it's battle. You have to go out and work with one.
That's terrible.
Actually, playing that means that unless they've changed something, this new Edward War box has.
So there's literally only one.
Well, I would guess. I would guess that it's something like if you take that character as your general, he makes the other one's battle line. And then on top of that, I imagine the same thing goes for the Zinch. If you take the dude on the disc, the others will become battle line. Maybe, but I don't have too many of the mortals in my Zinch army because I've got the acolytes because I quite like the idea of them all dying for Zinch, but I don't have any of the Gauls either, so even though I'm constantly being told that I'm being stupid and I should have loads of the Gauls because of the sheer number of attacks they get.
Yeah, back in the days I could ally them. They were good times. They were the best of times.
So we interested to see what happens. So,
yes, yeah. I was going to say I've been swapping back and forth between the 2 pictures, but the thing about the spells though is they have basically taken the Lord of Change and just copied parts of it.
Yeah.
But
the only thing I can say is if you don't like painting, you're going to have a bad time. Oh yeah, easily.
Right, as we're reaching an hour and 15 minutes.
Jeez.
Yeah, I know. We're well, you know, we might see something special.
Yeah. Just a giant cloud. Meanwhile, nothing else can make it into space, so they're just yeah, RKOs are about the sky.
So the final bit is the Zinch dice.
Which do look amazing.
Yeah.
However, I know, I'll take it back. I was going to say they look like they might be hard to read, but no, that's easy to read. She's got one six.
Yeah.
So that'd be a nice fake dice then, yeah?
Yeah, actually, now you say that, I might pick them up just for that.
Yeah.
Might be even more than that because it's. Because that'd be two rows above, and then what, 6 in each row? Maybe another 2 rows below. No, it can't be 2 rows below. Maybe.
You can see the picture as well.
Right.
The pink one, the blue one.
Yeah.
I'd imagine potentially the number is pretty much 3, so they get even colours, even number of each colour.
Or they should do like one more red one and it'll drive people insane. That would work too.
especially for. And no, it should be that there are twice as many blues than there are pinks.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, horrors.
Yeah.
And then more brimstone.
Right. I'm gonna sign us off, I think, because I'm I'm tired. I've enjoyed talking about everything for the year though. But I think almost an hour and 20 minutes for a news stream. It has been. We've even worn out Steve. He's gone away.
We just killed Steve.
We killed Steve. To be fair, we did take the piss out of.
Watching now. He's one of them.
Bye, Liam.
But I do want to get carried on a bit nice and it's sort of like.
Well, I think this was going to be one of those ones where they just, thank you, Liam. This is going to be one of those ones where they just don't give you dice.
We can't be asking carriage on, so we don't know what we're doing with them. Don't have any dice, don't have any...
We thought steampunk dwarves would be an awesome idea, and then we kind of got distracted by everything else.
Sounds a bit like the boardroom.
The new does well for them, and they have enough dice, they get enough strength each other, and maybe some basic and this sort of spell/prayer. I think I'd hate to attempt to finish them off.
Yeah. It would be nice. I think the club, we need to do another, either Cities of Sigmar, or we need to do, like you say, some sort of escalation thing.
Except I would be playing my character on that, because it really worked very well at first.
They're quite expensive models. That's the problem with those escalation things. If you've got, Ian.
Yeah, but you can do them in a smart way where someone's allowed to drop out a unit at every step. Because that helps. If you can drop something back out again, then you can fit the bigger things further up.
Yeah. We definitely need to play some more AOS, and you sort of just died out, isn't it? The club?
Yeah. Well, I've got the tournament in what was it? It's 31st. Yeah, 21 days to finish painting my Nurgle list and a load of terrain for this tournament.
Got to be to a reasonable standard, Ben.
That's fine. I will.
Yeah.
Oh no, none of this. Oh, it was fun. It was fun earlier today when I was trolling that chat, but yeah. Anyway, I'm going to sign off the stream. So, Fallon, Andy, thank you very much for joining me.
Thanks for having us.
The usual, anyone following, please join us on Warcast Gaming on YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, and Twitch. All of the bits are directly below. I'm not going to go through the usual spiel because my brain hurts. That's it. I'll leave Andy to do all of this.
I was gonna say, yeah, just tape him.
Yeah. Yeah. Thank you very much. Thank you very much, people, and we will see you next time for more fun and games. Bye.